Ja, min jävla elsig tog slut. Så jag var tvungen att köpa cigg igen. Så jävla störigt. Så ja, så är det med det. Man får röga nu. Vanliga cigg igen. Fram till löning. Får köpa fler sådana. Så är det med det. Vad ska man göra? Ingenting. Röga cigg får man göra. No! Men idag ska vi ha riktiga jävla järn. Det är ju påskafton va? Och på påskafton måste man gamea va? Och ha rögeltröjan på sig mot Färjestad. Kom igen! Jag har sagt till farsan, han satte på fucking hockey klockan 3. Och det är med bästa, han bara gör klart. Hallå. Ja, så är det med det. Så att de här jävla... Vad fan är det jag ska visa? Där är typ 2 blås kvar på den här. Det går knappt att röka den, kolla. Alltså, den håller på att ta slut va? Skitstörigt. Annars kostar en sån här typ 80 spänn. Så jag ska köpa massa sådana nu till löningen sen. Där är nikotin i dem också. Men ja, som sagt nu är den slut så nu fick jag köpa sig ändå. Så är det med det. Nu ska vi ha riktiga bollar och spela ett spel som har såna jävla bollar så det är helt sjukt. Hela datan sprängs. Vilka bollar den har. Så är det. Ja, jag menar allvar. Det här var mitt första spel till PS2. Jag fick av min fäs. Förlåt, jag köpte inte. Jag fick av min fäs. PS2 med detta och Final Fantasy 10. Med Metal Gear Solid 2 och Final Fantasy 10 fick jag. Så att detta var det första jag satte i PS2. Fy fan roligt. Det är för jävla grant väder ute också idag. By the way. Så, hit med snö. De här spelen har såna fucking bollar så ni fattar inte. Jag drog igenom ettan, eller Twin Snakes. Förra året var det. Tror jag. Jo, det var det nog. Första gången var det enda jag inte hade klarat. De andra har jag klarat. Men ettan hade jag aldrig haft bollar med. Men nu har jag haft bollar med allihopa. Så, 2an Metal Gear Solid 2. Det var mitt första. Det var mitt första. Jag hade sett det hemma hos Jonas och dem. De hade ettan på PlayStation 1. Men jag hade aldrig det själv. Eller så hade jag det men så spelade jag inte det så mycket. Ettan. Så 2an, bollar. Just det, så är det sån jävla japanskt. Precis som Final Fantasy. Ringen är liksom enter. Nintendo style. Och så X är tillbaka. Ja, jag vet inte, jag bara tar någon radar. Ja, läs nu här. This story is fictional. Ja, men vi ska... Alltså våra hjärnor ska spränga sen. Jag kommer att spela i slutet på detta spelet. Alltså,
we had classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses have been out in the cold too long.
Alltså det är så, jag lovar. Och grafiken, alltså tänk er själva nu här. PlayStation 2. Wow! Kolla så bulligt! Man tyckte det här var liksom, det kan inte bli bättre än så här. Jag har streamat Twin Snakes också för ett tag sedan. Det finns på kanalen. Och då ser det ut som detta typ. Grafiskt. Ja, det är en sjuk story. Det är så fruktansvärt fett. Det är som en film. Alltihopa. Alla spel är så. Någon som hade fått panik nu, det är Jackpot. Våldsamt. Han hade klickat bort allting. Måste spela! Men han är lugn. Ja, okej. Terminator 2. Ja. Jag får ha koll på klockan för jag är bortbjuden.
He's right on schedule.
Wow! Bortbjuden.
He'll know soon enough.
Ja, och han har då Liquids arm på sig. Från ettan. Så ibland blir han så skitsad så blir han Liquid. Yeah! I'm alive!
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? But give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype.
Jag kommer ihåg när man såg soldaterna också. Rötarna. Vilka bra kulsbackligt. Jag tyckte det.
I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry. I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake, cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please, I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What?
De där, kolla. De tyckte man var helt sjuka. Det var bulligt.
Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS-74U. Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair. I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
As soon as possible, tack.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. KA-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that
Ja just
ship
det,
by
på
then.
ettan kommer jag
I'll be
ihåg.
in touch.
Då trodde jag att när jag markerar don't save så savear jag och tvärtom. Wow! Kolla så bulligt detta är. Vi ska se hur man... Och det är att hans bandana blåser och sånt tyckte man var asfett. Det kan inte bli bättre så här som sen.
Freeze.
Wow! Glöm och ett svin! Löp! Hur gör man? Vänta. Är det inte trekant? Så gör man. Ja, skit i han på ögonen.
Snake, go through that door into the ship's interior. Push the action button down in front of the door and wait until the door opens before letting go. If you need to open the door faster, hit the action button repeatedly while you turn the handle. Make sure you keep doing it until the door's open. Så den är action button, okej. Lev. Vad helvete. Lev. Och vad bakför? Ja! Vad bakför? Ska vi se här. Här är något roligt. Nej. Simon Lufsson. Simon Lufsson skriver. Frågan är om man kan skjuta sönder dem eller om man ska ha granater. Ja, jag är lite ovan med styrningen. Nu kommer. Öppna. Här kan man gömma så som man vill. Och lägga in lik och sånt liknande. Ett luft. Nu ska vi se här. Samma luft som jag vill.
Ja, det är ju så att jag kommer streama, alltså efter när jag kommer hem från Moisen så kommer jag streama igen. Så är det, ja. Då är det Metal Gear Solid 3. Ja, jag bollar. Faktiskt på 3DSen. Så det är Metal Gear Solid 3D så kallat. Men det är ju det spelet. Det funkar nämligen inte på min PS2-emulator. Det fuckar loss helt. 3an. Och jag har försökt att få det att funka på GameCube. Jag har fått det, alltså, överallt. Nej, det går inte. Förutom på 3DS. Så går det. Så därför ska vi spela den versionen. Konstigt ändå. Är han här nu? Nej. Om jag håller in den då? Ja, skitsamma. Här ska man röga väl? Är det inte så? Att man ska röga här?
Snake, wait!
Don't move!
I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That sounds about right. There aren't that many infrared beams. Maybe you can get past those without setting off the explosives. If you need to see exactly where the beams are, you can use the usual method.
Ja.
There's a fire extinguisher over there. Break it open and try scattering some of the extinguishing chemicals.
Ja, så kan man också göra, ja. Jag får man skulle röga. Men ja, skit i det. Jag blir upp här först dock. Jag går upp här.
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
Ja, det fuckar lite grann bara. Alltså, att det blir lite så slow motion emellanåt ibland, men det är fortfarande helt spelbart. Ingen fara. Vi ska se vad som händer med 3an när man startar det. Alltså, tänker så här fast 1000 gånger värre. Och helt fucked up alltså, 3an. Jag vet inte varför 3an är så.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
I'm looking at it. 35
De
degrees
tog bort det
longitude,
från
latitude around
PS
58.
Now.
More than
Som han
500
står.
miles off
Nej,
the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic.
licensskit.
So the prototype is ready for solo
Och
testing.
det var innan
It's
kriget i
basically
Ukraina.
combat worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment without any naval assistance.
Se, men hinner göra hela denna
Analysis can wait till later.
bunkersekvensen.
Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal.
Ja, där är hon. Olga. Gurran. Gud. Jag har inte den här. Vilka dåliga. Wow! Ja, vinner Rögligt kväll så, eller i eftermiddag så har jag den på mig sen också. Vinner de inte, glöm mig.
I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communication and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild? You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Jag ska bolla.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
Olga.
We are nomads, wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans, so you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean. And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout Knight with a surprise. You respect Snaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice either.
No. Va? Empty?
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family. We've shared everything, all the bad and all the good. I have no... Nothing else matters to me.
Kul det. Kom fram.
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
Oh! What? It's fake. Ja, man kan skjuta av det sånt som man vill. Träffa henne. Empty. Frågan är om jag har något. Hur använder man? Nej. Upp! Och hoppa. Kolla mitt liv. Så, vad tror jag hade den då? Man ska kunna använda dem direkt liksom. Just det, då.
Cypher. Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cypher.
A Marine Cypher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
EE?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap to lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Vilka järn det spelet har. Alla de här har järn. Ja, Olga. Det är inte lätt. Kul det är också. Det är.
What are you doing? How could you shoot someone who's unconscious? What are you, some kind of a monster?
Ja, det är jag. Jaha, kommer till luft. Så här. Och så har jag inga skur. Alls. Och där är inget för övrigt. Vi går in här då. Var inte här, jag har det. Nu kan vi då skjuta ihjäl dem som han sa själv. Jävlar. Oops. Ja, han får ligga där. Nu är det då frågan om han är nog... han har nog vaknat igen. Han med. Vänta. Så. Vill vi gå hit? Nej, det vill vi inte. Nu kommer han. Feker väl luftet. Här är kallt. Det är därför jag nyser. Ska han också komma hit? Luftet. Okej, jag har inget annat spännande här att ta. Nej. Då ska vi nog dit ändå, va? Lev! Hallå, vagen? Rätt i ögat. Nej, fan, vi ska inte dit. Vi måste, då är det upp här igen då. Ja, fan. Ah! Kom då! Vi får kolla läget här lite. Han kommer någonstans här. Konstigt. Var ska vi då hem? Vi får se. Hit kommer du ingenstans heller. Kan man göra så här? Vi ska testa. Så ja. Ja, det kunde man. Oh! Kanske är hit vi ska. Låst. Oops. Nej. Fan. Det gick inte innan va? Så, nu hittar jag rätt ja. Detta kommer jag ihåg också. Du ska nog leva rätt mycket. Där är någonting här. Flugor? Eller vad fan är det? Gud, det är det. Har vi något keycard på det kanske? Han andra där ute kanske har. Så kommer det nu. Johan är jag. Jag har inga skåp man kan slänga in dem i. Vad är detta? Okej, det går inte. Jaså? Vad var det här då? Hon hade Isak gillat. Okej, nu ska vi se här. Sen är han luftet där borta. Ha dem på oss ifall vi dör. Oj! Vad fasen? Vi gör samma. Ja. Här då. Oh shit! Fan vad rädd jag blev. Var är jag? Så. Nej, nej, nej.
The situation is normal. All clear.
Ja, han ligger där. Nersövd. Allting är helt normalt. Ja. Undrar vad jag ska göra här. Det är väl här jag börjar. Gött bra. Nej, och den går inte. Och den gick inte heller, va? Nej. Lounge. Ja, jag måste vänta. Så är det. Kul. Testar vi gå ner här då. Nu är hallå.
Raven?
Ja! Tror. Fan vad fult det är. Där blev jag rädd första gången, kom jag ihåg. Jo. Ja, nu ska jag bara ta en liten rögpaus. Så BRB fan. Så, då har vi bollar igen. Den står inte bra där, vänta. Kaffe. Ja. Fortsätter att spela lite till får vi säga, va. Kanske en timme till ungefär.
Freeze.
Jag har för mig att man ska kunna få dem till att skaka. Så, hur man gör det kommer jag inte alls ihåg. Det är nog en knapp, tror jag. Jag vet nu. Oj. Sköt jag han. Den är på en. Men sluta. Get tillbaks. Eller så då om man gör det framifrån. Och siktar på hans kod. Eller något sånt. Jag kommer inte ihåg hur det är man gör.
Freeze.
Jag kommer fan inte ihåg. Jag vågar inte liksom hålla på för mycket. Men det är någonting man ska kunna göra det. Eller så är det bara så man delar effekt. Nej, det är det inte. Jag vet att man ska kunna. Men året är ju inte 2001 längre, va? Få ett luft till.
Freeze.
Vad är det man ska göra? Fan vad stör mig för det. Kolla där borta då. Åh! Vill ändå testa zoomar fram. Nej. Ett luft. Så ska det komma luft hit. Kolla läget. Det ska det inte. Aj. Kommer de här nu? Nej, satan! Fuck!
The situation is normal. All clear.
Vi får se vad som händer nu.
It was nothing. All clear.
Ja, de går bättre dem igen. Så.
repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol of the small room on the port side.
Varför det så ska han in i ett skåp. Så.
Snake, there's another set of infrared sensors in place. If you touch that, the explosives will detonate and that ship will be pulverized.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through. Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives? That's the control unit for the sensors. Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning. You can't get in close enough to touch it, so you'll have to shoot it out. But the M9's knockout rounds won't work. The USP you picked up should do the trick. Use that gun.
Okej. Stäng detta skitet. Eller går inte? Jo. Ja, går. Ska vi se om det går. Är det fler? Man kan alltid röga, va? Vi rögar lite så ser man kanske. Ja, för mig det. Ja, kolla. Det är fler. Vad fan är det? Du kan nu. Men där är ju ingen annan. Så man kan nå härifrån. Jag bara. Va? Va? Det var jättesjukt. Och den är kvar. Vänta, nu begriper jag. Nej. Nu måste det vara klart. Ja, så. Nu kan vi gå. Jag bollar. Men den där nere i hörnan var ju helt störd.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Kommer det flöde? Det flöde. Damn. Just det, det är han som lyssnar. Vi kan kolla. Fan alltså. Ja. Ja, sluta.
We have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the halls have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the holds until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir. Who goes there?
Ja, kom fram. Kolla livet. Livet. Wow. Sa ni något om Snocke? Jag glömmer aldrig när Moose på mitt jobb. Han kom utklädd till Solid Snake. Alltså jag lovar er. Han hade kunnat spela rollen som Solid Snake. Fy fan vad lik han var. Han älskar Metal Gear Solid. Fick jag bollar han hade när han kom med det. Och en gång klädde han ut sig till Spider-Man också på jobbet.
Who goes there? Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
Bullshit.
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
Current state of nuclear.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent rivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake, let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front, front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just
Okay.
let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into US military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, All you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the
Innan
pictures
folk hade
before he's
appar
done
på
talking.
telefonen.
Otherwise they'll spot you, okay?
Och det jag menar med slutet på detta, ja det måste
I
vi
hacked
säga
into
sen.
his personal
Alltså det är
files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
Spelet är från
A 7-minute
2001.
time limit, huh?
Det är 2022 nu.
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
Jag kommer ihåg alltså. Jag var typ 16-17 år.
Initiated development of Metal Gear Ray
Okay.
as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces.
16-17 år var jag. Och jag minns Jonas var hemma hos mig första gången det hände.
Another Metal Gear.
Jonas, kolla om det är något fel på Paceburn. Kolla sladdarna och sånt. Så kommer jag han gjorde det. Nej, det är ingenting.
Thousands of Metal Gears
Så
that
fuck
exist
var det.
all over the world are no
Och
longer a
tänk,
threat.
på den tiden. Alltså det är så sjukt alltihopa.
Proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number
Jag
of
blöder för att jag inte använder Minustan.
They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the US's nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gears.
Hur fan använder jag skiten? Så, på ringen.
Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our
Jaha,
own
det var ju
project.
lugnt. Vilket
I
var.
promise you that they will not succeed. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up
Frågan är om man
own
kan
Metal
skjuta han.
Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order.
Va? Fuck!
Snake!
Nej!
Respond!
Nej!
Snake! Snake!
Okej, man kan inte bara springa förbi där så.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for
Kan man
Metal
ta sån
Gear.
nu?
Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the US's nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that
Frågan är om man kan krypa hela vägen så här.
fire of nuclear
Han jävla lyftet där exempel.
It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own raid project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. This weapon will render
Ja, vi
all
får
other
prova.
Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray.
Sen är det en till sån här tror jag. Med lyft. Och här är det ännu svårare för här måste man... De byter sida ja. Nej. Så vänder de dit liksom. Det hade varit på riktigt. Vad händer nu? Fuck! Jag fuckar direkt. Ah! Ja.
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
Hoppas jag får börja här. Ja, gud. Jag vill bara se här nu. Så.
We, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind.
Frågan är...
This turned out to be longer than expected. At ease, rest a little.
Ja, resta jo. Så.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Metal Gear.
I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future.
Hur använder jag den då? Är det också ringen?
I know that is my duty. Metal Gear Ray is
good.
Okej, det var rätt gjort.
Cruise deep underwater. Move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means. The National Missile Defense Program was initiated in the end of the 20th century.
Good.
However, the NMD trial conducted in the year 2000 was a complete failure. And the success of the 1999 trials is now considered a chance happening. There was no technological solution in sight, and the program was already attracting strong criticism from Russia and China for its potential violation of the Anti-Ballistic Missile Agreement.
Tror ni om det går med den där jäveln?
Development in missile defense would trigger accelerated weapons development has been pointed out from the very beginning.
Vi provar.
Good.
Så, och så ska vi ha den jävla... Vänta.
Some say that it was a military interest, with plans for the $100 billion program budget that actually arranged the legislative approval.
Marine, vad står det?
We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship.
Där.
Ah! To the right.
Jag trodde det var jag. De bara tränar. Ja.
To the left.
Good.
Så, det var allt väl? 4 stycken.
Should that actually happen, I expect you to be prepared. We cannot and will not give up Ray. Stay on your guard at all times. Let's continue. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray.
För säkerhets skull så kryper vi.
I seem to be repeating myself. Chalk it up to old age. Former President Sears did also act towards reducing the nuclear stockpile while
Han var
nurturing
fan
the
bollar.
NMD concept. It was
Ojej,
he
va?
who lowered Start 3's ceiling for tactical nuclear weapons in order to bring
Kika
Russia
bollar alltså, det är
to
sjukt.
approving a revision to the ABM treaty. Everyone believes
Mhm.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first image is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. The next image is...
Mm.
we the Marines
Ja, nu kommer han jävla... Musa Luta.
With Metal Gear Ray.
Vi får nog spela lite med Ride också.
Dismissed.
Och innan vi lägger på luren idag så ska vi fan kolla det jag menar. Vi måste det. Det är så sjukt. Detta kommer jag tyckte man var skitfett. Den här cinemataren. Kommer han och klappar.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. End of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Gerlukovich. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Not you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes. Returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo. How's that possible? Ocelot. Have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Glukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Glukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Boiler.
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York Harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Voilà. Prochaine.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program. Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid! The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
with this tanker!
Otacon, we have a problem.
Snake! Snake!
That.
No problems. Proceeding as planned, sir.
Leben des, trude Mann.
At the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's newsflash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Snake!
Save.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude
Ja, nu
buried
är man
20
alldeles
miles off the
ute.
shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEALs Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
Priority is to rescue and safeguard the president. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
Jag kommer ihåg man tyckte först att han var skitgiftig. Right. Men sen, när man spelar, man tycker ändå om han. Jag gör det i alla fall. Men i början var det
What are
sånt.
their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit? Seems appropriate somehow.
Ja, nu ska jag snart iväg, så kom igen här.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Gerard. Där är en sån också. Skit i det.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gorlukovich man.
Gorlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Ja, just det. Ja. Detta påminner skitmycket om början på första spelet. Ja! Snake.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high. should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Ja. Till ja. Så.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy
Vad ska
personnel.
man säga?
The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Ja, det vet jag. Glöm åka nu. Jag orkar inte. Ja, tyvärr. Nu är det dags att dra snart, det därför. Och de vaknar snart, luften.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
I'm under attack. Stay alert.
Stay on the lookout.
Så. Nu får vi se hur Raiden ser ut.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Eller, vakna!
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
Okej, ja.
First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Ja, det kommer jag ihåg. Man ska till alla såna jävla lyft. Vad har vi? Måsa? Som bailar också. Goda de är. Men det tyckte man också var skitfett. Verkligen.
Raiden, look at that wire fence. You may be able to crawl through it. Crouch down using the crawl button, then push the left analog stick in the direction you want to move. Push the crawl button again to stand up. You can use weapons even while crawling. This is different from VR training, so you keep that in mind. Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
Okej. Jag måste avbryta. Ja. Här är allt. Vi ska till B, va? Där är. Ja, man ska utforska hela detta skitet här. Och nu måste vi avsluta, för jag ska iväg. Vi måste bara se den också. Vad som händer sen. Wow. MGS2. Vi skriver, fan vet jag, Fission Mail. Ja, kolla. Kommer direkt. Det här är så fucked up. Vi ska se. Jag trodde på allvar att min PS2 hade sneat. Och allt han säger. Och allting är så jävla sjukt.
Raiden, do you copy? You must continue your mission.
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is, mission, is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
Complete your mission according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you mean by that?
Over and out.
Jag bara vänta, det här är ingenting. Det här är ingenting. Vänta, kolla här. Alltså han är liksom AI. Allting är utgjort. Det kommer jag första gången, alltså det var helt fucked up alltså. Allting. Jo. Och allting han snackar om. Just det, man kan göra så också. Lura dem. Knacka. Ja, det finns inget annat spel än detta här som är så fucked up. Än detta här.
Man and get your gear back. There's a door on the northeast, second level. Get yourself over there. Raiden, you won't be able to hang, throw, or chokehold anyone in your current state.
Why not?
Is it really necessary to ask? It's just not a good idea to perform those maneuvers. There could be complications.
Oh, really, Jack? Do we have to spell it out for you? Really?
Raiden, with nothing to protect your body, any attack you sustain will cause greater damage than usual. Avoid combat at all costs.
Ja, kom igen, nej.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky, to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine. Forget it.
Va? Det är så sjukt.
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home. Variety level 13. Rescue Meryl, the return of Ginola. I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw Space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock. I need scissors. 61.
I need scissors.
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time?
Ja, det är inte jo, det är mer fucked up. I ettan är det ju att han Psycho Mantis läser av ditt memory card.
Destroy the final weapon.
Och detta är ännu mer fucked up, kan jag bara säga.
Kawanishi, Yoseguchi, Kino no Gibashi, Takayama, Ugusun Mori, Suzumi Gataki, Tada, Yorano, Ichiro, Onino, Yamashita, Sasame, Kafudai, Tokudai, Miyoken
Kan ni tänka er när man spelar, alltså va?
What was that just now?
Jag trodde på riktigt att det var mitt PlayStation hade fuckat ur.
An anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves.
Nu ska jag röga in om jag ska skita här.
Your mission is to infiltrate the Fortress Galluade, rescue the hostages, and neutralize Metal Gear before its assembly is complete.
What's that supposed to mean?
I was a North American fall webworm in my past life. Ah, those were the good old days. What were you in your former life? You got a PSG-1? You can use that against Sniper Wolf. Hurry up and save Merrill.
Huh? What was that just now?
Antingen så var det som händer i ettan. Va?
Actually, there is something I've been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't. I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but...
Ja. Måste snart dra.
President Baker should be somewhere to the south of where you blasted through the wall. Hurry and save him before the terrorists discover his code.
Vi får spola lite. För det fuckar upp totalt här va. Nej, kolla. Har du hört?
I hear it's amazing.
Ja, det finns en kille som går igenom detta på YouTube alltså. Det är helt sinnessvårt alltihopa.
Somewhere to the south of where you blasted. Discover his code. Money to my ex-wife as part of our divorce settlement, among other bills. I just had no choice but to make you pay for lunch the other day. I'm really sorry.
Det är helt skojigt. Ja, det fortsätter mer här efter detta här alltså. Ja, skit i det nu. Jag måste stänga ner.